Today, we're going to learn how to cite your evidence. To cite your evidence means that you're saying where you got the facts that helped you form your opinion. That's how intelligent people form opinions. They gather facts. So for today, you're going to make some opinions about Percy Jackson. The first thing you need to do, though, is you need to have read chapter 1 through 6. And you're going to have a general idea about the hero's journey, what's going on in the book. Then, when you're reading about chapter 7 or 8 or 9, you're going to start to form some opinions about the book. Maybe you're getting some opinions about what Percy is, or some opinions about Grover, or the book itself, or maybe you're thinking something about Rick Riordan. The thing is, in a book, you're always thinking. So today, I'm going to give you a quote from the book. From there, you will develop more connections and deepen your thoughts. Then, you're going to share those thoughts in writing. So just watch these quotes. Maybe you haven't got to the part where these quotes are yet, but you can definitely start thinking about them even if you haven't gotten to that chapter yet. Watch this and read these quotes. Now, this next quote here doesn't say what chapter it is, because I think it applies to lots of different parts of the book. Listen to these next quotes with no chapter marking. Listen to these next quotes with no chapter citation. So I chose a quote, and this is what I wrote. Let me read to you what I wrote. In chapter 5, one god says to Percy, "Young man, names are powerful things. I can definitely relate to this one. According to my father, my name is the name of my soul, and there was no one on earth like me. So he wanted me to have a name like no one on earth. My name is Amara. According to myself, I would have grown up to be a different kind of person if my name was ordinary. According to my daughter, who is just 7, if a girl has a beautiful name, she will grow up to be beautiful. Therefore, with all this evidence, I agree that names are powerful things." Okay, don't judge me too much. This is my first draft, my rough draft. I just saw the quote and just wrote this super fast. I started thinking about what my name meant. So I used the evidence from myself, from my father, from my daughter. That's 3 pieces of evidence. And I guess I could call it people evidence or expert evidence. I mean, everyone who has a name is an expert on names, right? I related this quote from Percy Jackson to my own life. Names are powerful things. So we're all going to do this writing and reflection in the next lesson. But for now, I just want you to answer these 2 questions. And here are the quotes that you can choose from. I want you to read each one carefully and see if you can relate to it. Here we go. First quote. So all you have to do now is to choose your quote. Think about to yourself, what does this quote mean? And then find some other people that have different ideas about the quote. So you can just show the quote to your friend and say, "Hey, what do you think?" Show the quote to one of your parents and say, "What do you think?" Show the quote to your teacher. Show the quote to anyone you encounter and say, "What do you think this means?" That is you gathering evidence. Because later on, we're going to write a paragraph or 2 about that evidence, about what other people thought about it. So, all right, first thing you got to do, the only thing you got to do today is just go back and choose your quote.